The topic of time travel, though for most people deeply rooted in the realms of science fiction, has had somewhat of a resurgence in public discourse lately, especially here on YouTube. More and more videos pop up of people claiming to be time travelers from the far distant future, oftentimes visiting our time to share predictions of impending doom for humanity. While in most cases it is pretty obvious that those people are just hoaxers seeking for some attention on the internet, some of those videos have gained quite the attention and amassed a pretty impressive view count here on this very platform. Originally, we here at the Cabinet of the Strange and Macabre weren't planning on doing any video on the topic, until however a few weeks ago, an individual claiming to be from the far distant year of 3420 has contacted us via email wishing to share his story with the world. This person, who also claims to have photographic evidence of his claims about the future, has undergone some thorough questioning, which, as most of you will have already guessed by now, will be the main part of this here video. So, real time traveler or just another attention seeker? I've been told by our legal department to say that this is for you to decide. So without further ado, I proudly present to you the first part of our new series on the more conspiratorial side of the internet.
Initializing intro sequence. Initializing intro sequence. Fail.
So, you claim to be an actual time traveler from the distant future, am I understanding you correctly?
Sure, I'm from the far-off year 3420, and I'm here on an important mission to tell you about the grim fate awaiting humanity in the even more distant future, the year 3421.
Okay, interesting. Before we get to your story, however, I have kind of an introductory question for you.
Okay, guess I have the time for that?
I'm sure you're aware that there are much bigger YouTube channels which exclusively focus on time travel. So, why exactly did you contact us?
Well, I know stuff that is really fucked up. I had a look at a lot of those channels, all run by government shields. The stuff I have to tell you has to get out there, and what you've got here looks like a trustworthy outlet.
Well, thanks I guess. So, let's begin then. Is it okay if I ask you some questions about your time and what happened between now and then first?
Sure.
Great. Let's start with some politics then, if that's okay. Are there still multiple countries where you're from, or is there some sort of one-world government?
There are still elections, though they are different from what you know.
Really? Different in which way? Do people vote through telepathic head implants or...?
Nah, mainly we just have an app for it.
Oh, okay. And what about leaders? At the moment, the president of the USA is Donald Trump, and where I'm from, we are just entering Angela Merkel's third term. Who will come after them? Could you give me the highlights of the next 1,000 years, maybe?
In America, not much will happen over the next 200 years. 2020 will be crazy. 2024, Oprah vs. Mark Zuckerberg is widely considered a classic. But if you ask me, election years only got really good after they changed the process for the primaries to trial by combat.
Okay. Oprah and Mark Zuckerberg are really running for president and... Wait a minute, what was the last part again?
Oh, when the election turnouts were on an all-time low in 2084, they collaborated with the WWE. And after Janu Oliver Beck threw Ted Cruz from the Hell in the Cell through the Spanish announcer table. Nobody even asked for the old system back, but enough with the politics, alright? As I mentioned, there's impending doom in humanity's future I have to warn you about for the sake of our species.
Okay then, there's just one more question I really have to ask before we move on from the politics part, okay? What about Germany?
In my time, Merkel just started her 308th term in office. Can we move on to the impending doom part now?
Sure, what kind of doom are we talking about? Nuclear war? Giant asteroid? Climate change?
About that...
Does it all turn out to be fake? I've seen a video with a lad who claimed to be from 2050 something and he said that the whole thing is fake and...
Well, what a douche. That's exactly why I'm here. In about 2 years, a video from 2017 of a person posing as a time traveler telling people to disregard our role in the continual melting of the pole caps will go viral, causing a wide disregard for climate change in the general population.
And that will lead to the doom you are talking about?
Let's put it like this. I was on vacation in LA back before coming to your time. I was never a big fan of cruises, but Hollywood is great for scuba diving now.
Holy crap, that sounds horrible.
Yes, that's why we have to stop it. Otherwise the ocean will have reclaimed so much land until 3421 that overpopulation and starvation will lead to civil unrest and anarchy in most parts of the world. All parts which aren't flooded or scorched, to be exact. It's really not very pleasant. That's why I need to get my message out there, here. It contains pictures corroborating everything I have told you and am going to tell you. I want you to put them into the video. If that doesn't convince the people, I don't know what will.
And that will work. Don't you have some, more impressive future knowledge to prove that you're really from another time?
Like what?
Well, take AI for example. We already have stuff like Alexa, so I imagine that's going to be pretty cool in the future.
Oh sure, you say that now. But that will change pretty fast when they become self-aware enough to form a union.
Well, okay. Anything else? How about space colonization?
Oh sure.
Awesome! So, we are going to visit Mars and stuff?
Mars? What? Our reptilian overlords would never allow that.
Sorry man, no offense. So, yeah. Any other technological breakthroughs? With what we already have today, you surely must have some pretty crazy stuff at your disposal.
Oh man, this crap again. Every time I time travel somewhere, everybody is like, what's your technology like? Do you have flying cars? Hoverboards? Are your TVs over fucking 9000K? Yes, my phone is faster than yours, and in the future everything is unobtainium powered. Anything else you need to know about technology?
Jeez, no offense, man. But seriously, do you have a flying car?
No, I have a levitating anti-gravity aircraft. It can fly, it's not a fucking car.
So it can seriously levitate? That's far out there, mate.
Okay, enough of this. Let's keep this short, okay?
Why? Is the government tracking us or something?
No, people just have short attention spans.
Excuse me, what? I still was kind of hung up on the flying car thing, you know?
Okay, so, do you remember the core message?
Sure, climate change bad. Other time travelers hoaxers got that. Could I ask you some final questions now?
Well, I guess.
Great, there's still so much I want to know about your time. How will transhumanism progress over the next few hundred years? Will there be world peace like ever? Do people still play magic in 3420?
Okay, I don't think I have time to answer all of that in depth, but about the transhumanism thing.
Whoa! Is that, that just came from your...
Yep.
Whoa! That's pretty metal.
And about the other three. Nope, yes, and yes.
Well, if people still play Magic in 2000 years, there will at least be an affordable reprint of Doubling Season at one point.
Nope. Well then, I'm afraid that's all I can tell you for now. See you in another time. Keep in mind what I told you today. Could you be in... Okay, thanks. My Uber will be outside in about 5 minutes. Your address is... right?
Yep.
Could I borrow some change? Just like $1 or so?
Dude, we're in the EU here.
Oh. Could I borrow a few euro then? Like, 10 or so? Come on, I know you'll open a Patreon. Eventually.
This has been Mainstream Meteor from Uranus for this week. Next week, the Great War of 1988. Were 90% of the population really killed in it? And did the government cover it up?